Welcome to Cancer February Tarot 2022. Hello Cancer, how are you? And welcome to your February 2022 reading. A lot of your energy is in your 8th house, and February starts off with a major bang because we have the new moon, which is in your 8th house of shared resources, spirituality, the occult, psychological, deep psychological, sexual, and it's very such an emotional house. And you've got Saturn there as well, so you're going to feel it quite intensely. So it's a great time to be initiating something new within these realms, getting down to like to the nitty gritty of things that are not really seen. We also have the full moon in Leo, which is in your 2nd house. So this is about looking at your finances, clearing out the debris. Some of you may decide that you actually want to save now. You're not going to be spending too much. Looking at your bank accounts, maybe changing like a new bank, changing banks, or, just looking at your expenditures. This is about your self-worth. We also have Mercury going direct in your 8th house. So it might have been very emotional for a lot of you Cancers when Mercury was retrograde. This thing that you had to look back over, any type of trauma that you had, if you're holding back sexually in any way in your partnership. This is, some of you may have spoken to someone about it. Could be speaking to your partner about it as well. Now you can, when it's direct, you can actually release. Some of you could also have had money withheld and now money's coming back. So, and also this is about you guys working together with your finances too. The month ends with Pisces, the sun in Pisces in your 9th house. This is actually so great for a lot of you Cancers because it's about your higher learning, anything you want to learn, your belief system. Things will just start to flow a bit more. There's things that you guys may want to do on a spiritual level. So it ends really good for you. But this happens every year for you, but it's just going to be very different. So when it comes to like your card stories, Cancer, the first card that you have is the Four of Pentacles. Now the Four of Pentacles, as you can see, it's like a king or a queen who is holding on very tightly. They got the money on the head, they got the money in the hand and money on the feet. So this is about, holding on to resources, not letting go. I feel for a lot of you Cancer, some of you may feel during the beginning of February, the first week, that you may not be feeling emotionally secure. And also this can lead to financial insecurity too. Some of you could, I feel a lot of you are, some of you could be holding back in some way as well. There could be also you guys not opening up emotionally, don't wanting to be alone, actually, like, because we are in the new full moon, which is in your sign, and this affects you for 2 weeks. So that could be one of the reasons too. But also, you've got the North Node in Taurus, which is in your 11th house. So, you guys may be just getting your bearings in. Whenever the full moon comes, it does affect, and it does oppose Pluto. So there could be things that you're actually working on inside, but it could be spiraling out when it comes to your finances, like money in some way. So there's things that you guys may need to pay for, but you're being quite, you could say stingy, but you're just being security conscious. But it's mostly just connected to your emotions. So I feel that once you guys realize that, that's when things are going to be a bit more released. And the Four of Pentacles is also to do with, feeling that, if you let something go, you're going to have nothing. You'll always have Cancer. Sometimes I just think you forget that. But it's, even though I feel a lot of you are feeling like more, it is about financial, holding on. I feel a lot of you more emotionally holding on, which is actually spiraling out into money. Come to your 2nd week, you have the Two of Pentacles. So there's a lot of to and froing going on. This card is about juggling jobs, juggling work, jobs, family, career, your friendships. And There'll be a lot going on during the second week. Things are like starting to pack up more momentum. And we're coming into like this new moon, which is in your second house of finances. So some of you guys may have decided that you're going to, you know, you know, work doing like a second job. So some of you may have decided to like do two part-time jobs, or some of you guys may decide that you now are going to be working on your, like, something that you've actually loved to do creatively. Also, there could be lots of your family could be calling you more. They want to spend more time with you. So I feel a lot of you are pulled in like two different directions, obviously, but this also could be emotionally as well. Like you feel emotionally pulled in some way. There's things that you have to do, but there's things you actually want to do. And at the back you've got the water. So that for me that's the emotions. The emotions could be very up and down. So on the outside you could be showing the too indecisive, but deep down you are a very emotional person. But you have to show like this, this strong side that you always have. It's really good to actually talk to someone, Cancer, especially if you feel very overwhelmed. Because when you're overwhelmed, some of you could really retreat back into that shell. So really talk to someone, Cancer, and and they'll be able to help you as well. When we come to your third week, because we're easing out, and I feel that this is more or less going into the full moon, which is in your second house as well. You have the Page of Pentacles. Now the page, I keep getting these two mixed up for some reason, the Page and the Two of Pentacles, really strange. But yes, the Page of Pentacles for you, Cancer, is going to be guiding you. It feels like it's going to be more, things are going to be a little bit more calmer, just a little bit more calmer. I feel for a lot of you Cancers, once you like make a decision about anything, it can take you a while to move forward with it. But this is about new beginnings in a way. Like you're going to be setting, I feel a lot of you are going to be a bit more practical, a bit more organized during the third week. This card is about setting goals as well. About laying like the solid, earthy foundations for what you want to do for your future. So I see a lot of you actually working with someone. It could be your partner, it could be with like a bank manager, or it could be people that are very important to you, or are of importance. So I see that you guys are laying down certain things because you don't want to be like the first 2 weeks. You want things to just sort of like flow so you don't get emotionally overwhelmed. So I feel the third week you guys are you guys are very much more grounded. Like you're sorting stuff out, and this is actually a good thing. So you know whether you guys are going to be learning something about when it comes to like your finances in some way, or you're going to be writing down your expenditures. Or remember, we're coming to the full moon, which is in your second house, and you're ruled by the moon anyway, so it does affect you. So you feel that you guys are going to just be like really getting down to the nitty gritty of things, like working out how much your outgoings are, and working with an advisor, working with your partner, even roping in your kids if you have them as well. This is a very youthful energy. So it's to do with kids. I feel that you guys just want a fresh start. So in order to have a fresh start, you need to work with someone. So this is really good. Like if you are going to be signing any contracts, for instance, this is actually a good card to have during the third week. Things just actually go well. I feel that your intuition is going to be very high as well, because you're actually seeing things a bit more clearly. You're not very much too much into your emotions. When you're feeling more grounded, things just become more better. So it's actually really great for things actually, for being more grounded, but also things actually happening. When we come to the third week, we have the Justice card, and the Justice card is reversed. It's very rare to see the Justice card reversed. Justice card is about justice. It's the laws of karma. So, and also we are heading into Pisces season as well, which is in your ninth house. So when we see this Justice card, even though it is reversed, It's about you being, I don't feel, a lot of you may feel like going into Pisces season a little bit, you know, not uneasy, but just a little bit like, you know, things could definitely be a bit up in the air for some reason, because this card is about injustice. You know, it's about laws of karma. It's about dishonesty as well. So this is about you looking within yourself. Are you being honest within yourself? You know, because some of you, especially looking back throughout the whole February went, some of you could just sort of gloss over the issues that you had. So this card is showing you, you know, just be honest, because, you know, there are a lot of things that not necessarily you've done wrong, but there's some things that, you know, you guys definitely had to learn from in order for you to come out of it. Because some of you guys did feel quite down, because, you know, January, February, March, January, February are not easy months, you know. So sometimes when we are feeling a certain way and we don't really emote it, it can, you know, once we come out of it, we can just like gloss over it. So this card is actually about honesty, even though it is reversed. It's about being honest. It's also about communication, you know. So some of you may not want to communicate as much. So, you know, keep communicating, keep trying to communicate, because sometimes, you know, when we don't communicate our truth, it can feel quite dishonest. So this card is more of like a lesson that a lot of you guys are going to be learning about how you've come across when it comes to like your emotions, your finances. I feel a lot of you, because remember it's the eighth house month for a lot of you, and eighth house can be very traumatic. So one of the reasons why some of you guys may not want to like really look over what happened in February is because it felt quite dark for a lot of you, you know. So this card is just saying to a lot of you, like going into Pisces season, you know, don't be afraid to look back, Cancer, and, you know, not just look back, look about the ugly things that actually happened, you know. But don't think that going into Pisces season is going to be more worse, because it can actually be extremely more better. It can be such a dream for a lot of you, and some of you guys may feel that it's going to be good, but you might be an insecurity, like, oh, what if it happens again? What if this, you know, what if that happens? What if I lose this? What if I do, you know, just, you know, the card is of the scales, which is Libra. So it's about balance. So also it's about trying to find like that emotional balance as well. So Cancer, what a month it is for February for you. Thank you very much for listening. Feel free to like, share and subscribe. If you'd like a full reading, head over to the description below. And also feel free to let me know how month of February has been for you. So thank you very much for listening, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.